Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of The Chaz Taylor, Pro Wrestling 101. All right, I'm gonna do a video now of something that's near and dear in my heart, that it should be near and dear to every pro wrestler's heart, because there's reasons of why we do things that we do. So gonna follow me up into the ring right now, and all right, let's see here. First thing you gotta do before you get into any ring, wipe your damn feet. Why you wipe your feet? Many reasons. To respect those that came before us. To respect the pro wrestling history. There's so many reasons of why you wipe your feet. A big one is because the respect that you're given to everybody that has graced the ring before you. There's many ways to get in the ring after you wipe your feet. All right. You could step in the ring, you could roll onto the ropes, you could hop over the ropes, you could flip over the ropes. You see everybody doing it a lot of different ways. You could do it whatever way, whatever your style is. But you gotta wipe your feet on the apron. Not only because are you respecting everybody that came before you, you're respecting yourself. You're respecting everybody that's in the ring after you. What I mean by that is everybody that wrestles in a match after you, whether you're curtain jerk, main event, wipe your feet. The reason I say that is little things that you don't think about when you're putting your boots on in the locker room. You go into the bathroom, you got piss on your feet. You may have some shit on your feet. You may have glass on your feet. People break shit. You may have tacks on your feet. You may have all kinds of different things on your boot, on the bottom of your boot, that you don't want in this ring. So take that extra little 3 to 5 seconds, 2 seconds even. Wipe your damn feet off on the apron. It's about respect. I'm in the ring here. Everybody that came before me, my dad, everybody else that has graced this ring, not only this ring, rings around the world. When you're rolling around in this ring, you don't want shit on you that somebody brought into the ring. Glass, you're taking a bump. You don't want that glass popping up in your eye. Staph infection, all these other infections and stuff that you could pick up in the bathroom that you could get off the apron just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. All I'm saying is respect the ring, brother, sister, whoever. Go to our Etsy page. This is one of our Etsy originals, Tugboat Memorial t-shirt. I don't know if you can see it out there. Look at that. Etsy original. It's on our Etsy page. So follow us on The Chaz Taylor, all the media pages. And no matter what, be good to each other. Be fantastic. Love y'all. Another episode. Almost cut me off real quick. But hey, stay tuned. Another episode's coming in roughly a week. So stay tuned. Tell your friends about me. The reason I'm doing this is for everybody out there to learn the basics of pro wrestling. The simple stuff that people forget. And it's going to take it from being a shit yard tard to being a professional. It's the basics of the in-between of that. So if you're a good wrestler and you learn the basics, the simple things that some schools don't teach, or some schools don't know, or they don't want to be strict on their students to learn the right way of doing it. And I'm not saying your trainer is teaching you the wrong way, but there's a lot of things that they do teach you the wrong way. And it's up to you to decipher from the right and wrong. A lot of shit is just common sense. And Dad and I never let any of our students in the ring with, if they didn't have wrestling boots or non-steel toe combat boots. You could pick up a military pair of boots at Walmart, because when you step in that ring, it's uneven ground. It's unsteady ground. Outside the ring, you're walking, all right, you know the ground's underneath you. Unless you're in, I guess, California, is it? I mean, then you never know when it's going to go out from underneath you. But in the ring, that's unsteady territory. So you want ankle support. That's why we have boots. Again, by Botas Bobby Lee Jr. You want that ankle support. Once you have your ankles tight and trained, okay, then maybe you can go to wearing some tennis shoes or whatever. But, I mean, if you respect the sport of pro wrestling and yourself, so, I mean, if you want longevity, wear some wrestling boots. Have some respect. And that's what I'm doing here is with these videos. I want to teach everybody the basic, the respectful way of doing it. And like I said, I've explained this to many of my friends before, is you learn English in high school, in elementary, and it's the same stuff that they teach you over and over and over. They're teaching you the proper way of doing it. Whether you follow that way once you learn it or not, that's up to you. Whether you're going to be a yard tard or whether you're going to be a professional or somewhere in between. You could be a professional, you could be the shits, or you could be the drizzling shits, but hopefully you're a professional. And I'm going to teach you how to do it the proper way. That's the way it was taught by me through my dad, through Johnny Valentine, Sputnik Monroe, Black Bart, Killer Tim Brooks, and a lot of guys that helped lead me along the way. Some of the veterans that I learned to respect. They took time to teach me, Grizzly Smith, and a lot of the guys that aren't around right now to teach you the proper way. So everybody always says the golden era of wrestling. Yeah, that's when I was around. That's when I was at my top. And I learned from all those guys that were on top. So I'm trying to bring to you now the golden way of wrestling. I mean, when wrestling was on top. And I want to teach you the ways of doing it so you know why you're doing what you're doing. Not just go out there and do things just for the hell of it. I'm going to show you why you're doing certain things certain ways. And I do it for a reason, because I love this sport. And I've had ups and downs. I've broken almost every part of my body. I've torn a lot of different muscles and ligaments in my body. And I could be bitter because I was never at the top of the elite company or two, but I was always relevant. And I mean, no matter where I went, whether the office liked me or loved me or not, the fans did. And that's why I did what I did. And I mean, I could go on for days, and I'm going to say some of this stuff over every week when I put out a video. I'm going to say some stuff that you may not have heard before, but I'm doing this because I look back at my dad being passed on, Johnny Valentine being passed on, Sputnik Monroe, Killer Tim Brooks, and all these guys that had a wealth of knowledge, that had schools, that trained people, that are no longer here. So with my generation passing, I got to put this on video. So that's why I'm doing this. So I'm asking you to stay tuned to my videos because I care. And I'm not one of these guys that got into pro wrestling because, I want to be a millionaire. If I was in it for the money, bitch, I'd have quit 30 years ago. But here I am. I'm still doing it. I know I'm not young and pretty like I used to be, but I'm still here and I'm still giving back to the sport of pro wrestling. And not enough of us are. But I'm here. I'm supporting my dad. And like I said, he's not here anymore to pass on that knowledge. I wish I'd have gotten him on video showing all of his stuff. But he's not here. So I am here. So I'm going to try to get as much as I can to pass on that knowledge, because when I broke into business, guys didn't do that. Guys didn't share the knowledge because the way they looked at it is, you're going to take their spot. The way I look at it, I don't care if you take my spot. If you bust your ass and you do it the right way, you earn that spot. I'm going to bust my ass even harder to get that spot back. I'm not going to backstab and go around wherever to get that spot back. If you were in that spot, then you get it. But they didn't teach it back then. So out of respecting the veterans back in the day, some of those guys pulled me under their wing and taught me valuable lessons. They beat the shit out of me and beat that respect into me, some of them. But then some of them were like, they watched other guys beat the shit out of me. And I took it. I didn't bitch. I didn't complain. I'm like, this is part of pro wrestling. You take bumps. And I'm going to show you, everybody, in future videos how to hit the ropes. You're going to see a lot of bitches hit the ropes on their back. Goes back to that golden era. People hitting the ropes on their side. And all those people that are like, okay, the Mount Rushmore of pro wrestling. Whoever's on your Mount Rushmore, watch their videos. I bet you they hit the ropes properly. And I'm going to go over that in future videos. I'm not going to expand on it too much now, but I love you guys. Be fantastic.